So what does resurrection mean for me in 2020? It's always been an almost desperate hope. It's a hope that's cradled in the grave. This year is particularly heavy for me, especially as a parent. Something I long for on Easter is for my girls to be overwhelmed with the joy of others, with the light of the sun, which they still have the sun, but not the others, with the sound of musicians and voices shouting, "Alleluia." I often ask us as a church to say Alleluia as though we're telling the grave it has been defeated. Alleluia. I want that to fill my girls' ears so that even though they can't understand the story yet, and to be honest, I still don't understand the story completely. They don't understand it at all, but I want them, their first glimpses of the story to be people around me were overjoyed and I could not tell why. But I knew that at the heart of the story there is joy. And today they have us, me and Luke and my mom and our little dog Stella, and each other, of course. And we'll say our alleluias. But it's not the resurrection I had hoped for. It's not the rehearsal of a life that is beyond comprehension, beyond death, beyond darkness, a joy that is beyond sorrow, a peace that surpasses understanding. It's a little bit like being in exile, away from you all, for Easter. And then I think about the first Easter. People hid. They hid away. They were afraid. They were locked in their houses. Sound a little familiar? They hid and they wept and they waited. And on Easter morning, Mary did the thing that I could just imagine her soul cringing at doing, going and seeing that dead, beaten body. And it was in that darkness, in being present to it, not in people shouting Alleluia and triumphant music and bright lights and butterfly stoles, not even in Easter lilies. It was in walking into that darkness that she found a hope that is beyond comprehension. And so for me, Easter 2020 resurrection means that when we sit with our grief, when we go to those hard places, when we allow ourselves to weep on a holiday where we should be screaming Alleluia, Alleluia, from the depths of our souls, when instead we weep Alleluia from the depths of our souls. It is there that Christ, that Spirit, that Creator meets us in the dance of death and life, despair and hope, pain and love, and as we are told, love wins, life wins, hope wins, peace wins, and if they haven't won yet, we haven't reached the end of the story. Christ is risen, alleluia. He is risen indeed, alleluia, alleluia.